But in the interior of the country, things have remained the same. Here men live and die as their fathers and grandfathers did. This is Khafat, the home of the Benihima, one of the many tribes of the Oman. Men here belong to an ultra-conservative Muslim sect which used to consider it their duty to slay unbelievers on sight. No stranger ventured here, and it took months of patient persuasion before a camera team was invited. And even so, centuries of mistrust die hard. Oman was one of the first countries to be converted to Islam during the Prophet's lifetime in the 7th century. Muslims believe in one God, in a hell and a paradise, in a day of judgment. They disapprove of ornament in their worship and have set rituals and obligations. They must give alms to the poor, comfort the needy, and 5 times a day they must turn to Mecca and pray. Before praying, it is necessary to wash the hands, the face, and the feet. Islam is much more than a body of private religious belief. Muhammad taught that there should be no separation between the sacred and the secular. He created a complete code for living that embraces every aspect of family and community life. In true Islamic fashion, this village is still run as though it were a family, each taking his allotted place according to age, wisdom, and sex. Tradition says that no woman may show herself to a man outside the family. For some tribes, this means that she must wear a veil which will only be removed in the privacy of the bedroom. Others half cover their faces, and the most liberal simply pull their shawls across when men approach. Women are brought up to believe they are inferior. We are goats. We know nothing. The villagers of Khafat live off what they can wring from the anemic soil around the village. They cultivate bananas, melons, and lucerne. 1,000 feet above the salt waters of the Gulf, this is some of the little fertile ground in the Oman. In a good year, with patient husbandry, it can produce 3 sparse crops of wheat. Men till, women cook, although meat and poultry are scarce delicacies reserved for visitors or great festivals. All day and through the utter darkness of the night, the date gardens are watered. Each man is allowed but half an hour, and those who exceed their appointed time must pay recompense to those that follow after. Most trees belong to the village headman, the sheikh, and instead of wages, he allots trees to those that work for him. Most drinking water in the Oman comes from the Falij. This stone channel brings water underground from a spring deep in the heart of the mountain. It is a system created by the skillful engineers of the ancient Persian kings who once ruled here. At the top end of the village, the cool drinking water is drawn. Further down, women wash their clothes in vessels, and all that remains flows into the date groves and there irrigates the palm trees. Here, as all over Arabia, the great tradition of hospitality, with its rituals and its intricacies, lies deep in the hearts of men. Here, the son of the sheikh receives a visit from the local governor. Proper and time-hallowed formalities are observed by all. Host and guest position themselves at the head of the room, and their entourages place themselves as is fitting for their rank and station. The formalities follow their stately pattern as one man says, "How are you, brother?" and another replies, "Well, thanks be to God." It is a ritual that never varies by a hair's breadth, even when one is at the doctor or on a bed of sickness. Well, thanks be to God. The governor has called to offer his formal condolences on the death of a village woman, but even so, no woman is present. Such formal occasions are the preserves of men.